So, hello, Capricorn, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. It is a general message, so take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. There are other readers on YouTube doing wonderful 2020 predictions that might resonate more with you at this time, if this one does not seem to fit your vibes, okay? For those of you not familiar with me or the channel, I do use profanity and talk about adult things. I don't filter myself. I don't filter my messages. So if that is not your thing, or you have kids around, or you just don't appreciate it, respectfully, I'm always giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, we're going to be getting into your 2020 predictions. The overall theme for this year, we've got defend to the end the worthwhile, sacred revolution, and a time to give rather than take with the new moon in Virgo. These energies, this is huge, Capricorn. Okay, and this is a big year for your energy in general. We're starting off January with the Pluto-Saturn conjunction in Capricorn. Jupiter's there, the Sun is there, Mercury's there. There's a whole lot of stuff going on in Capricorn, and it's going to play out throughout the year. This year for you, Cap, is truly about defending what is worth it and stopping the defense of things that are not worth it. Why are you defending people, or why are you defending jobs, or why are you defending family, or why are you defending friends that aren't worth it? They're not giving back to you the same time, energy, consideration, loyalty, respect, love, money that you're giving them. This is about defending who truly has your back, what jobs truly have your best interest at heart. This is about defending who and what comes to your defense every time. Every time. Given sometimes those people put us in our place when we need to get put in our place, because someone has to put us in our place. But these are people that have your highest good at heart and love you unconditionally. Okay. With Sacred Revolution, Goddess Kali, and Crystal Black Obsidian. The Sacred Revolution card, let me read some of this for you from the book, because this is actually really good and I want you to hear it. It says, we bring you the empowerment of Sacred Revolution. Revolution comes when a cycle of authority or power is ending. It has become inadequate for the task of leadership now required, and a new order must be established in its place. It is not simply a chapter within a book drawing to a close, but an entirely new book, perhaps an entirely new genre, opening up according to divine will unfolding. In such cases, subtle change is not going to cut it. You need radical action to bring about the new order, and that new order may be in your world or in your own being. When revolution is sacred, the new order will be that which allows you to become more of yourself to successfully attain your spiritual goals. As a soul here, right? Kali is a goddess not known for her subtlety. In the spiritual tradition from which she originates, she is called on in times of war when demons seem to be getting the upper hand. She is the only warrior determined and vicious enough to destroy the destroyers. She is unstoppable, except for when divine consciousness tells her that her job is done. Her appearance marks a time of sacred revolution that cannot be stopped until it has come to successful completion. When Kali comes in to guide you as a theme for the year, whatever demons or darkness that you have, whatever fears, whatever insecurities or doubts or wounding, issues surrounding worthiness or what you deserve or anything like that are in question, Kali's coming in to absolutely demolish your demons. All right, this is about really going from a state of paradigm program, doing what we're told to do, what we're supposed to do, having relationships that we're supposed to maintain, and, doing things every day in our routine that, pay the bills and make our lives continue on every day. And ending those cycles because at the end of the day, they're not fulfilling. Something's missing. The soul's not satisfied. There's this need to conquer everything holding you back. And so if there have been people in your lives that deserved your time, love, attention, energy, money, support, loyalty, and you weren't giving it to them in favor of others who didn't deserve it, this is a time where you're going to be learning how to give back to the people that deserve it, because you deserve the love, energy, in whatever form that comes in from them to receive. You're deserving of receiving it and keeping it around as a permanent fixture in your life, instead of just being something temporary that you think, oh, it'll always be there, and treating it like it's discardable or taking it for granted. Okay, whatever it is, whatever your demons are denying you the experience of, that shifting for you in 2020. Now, the new moon in Virgo, that actually happens on September 17th of 2020. So just know, in September, it's probably going to be a huge recognition and turning point for you in your journey. And as we get into the cards, you will understand why, because we have two major arcana there. So I'm going to get into that. Okay. The overall energies that we have for the primary cards. The top of the deck is the Knight of Wands, and the bottom of the deck, or the underlying energy, is the Two of Wands, which means the focus is about you remembering that you are a motherfucking unicorn. Okay, you are not a workhorse. You are a unicorn. You are special. Your path here is sacred, and it's your own, and it's to be called upon. The Two of Wands being the underlying issue, or what you cannot see, is the new dawn, the new path arising out from beyond the mountains, that you can see the light of day, and you're looking at the rest of your life from this year forward as light. Your demons are not going to be with you by the end of the year. With the clarifying deck, the top of it was the Queen of Swords, and the bottom of the deck was the Eight of Wands. And so this is your heart space's truth coming to light, cutting through the bullshit, remembering that you are the weaver of your own destiny. You are the creator of your reality. You are the writer of your story. Okay? You're moving forward towards a new dawn and a new day with a fierceness, the truth in your heart space, knowing that you are creating your dream. That is the overall theme for your 2020. Now we're going to get into the months. This is how it breaks down. January. We start off with the Hermit card in the back face, clarified by the Six of Coins reversed and the Two of Wands reversed. Okay. Coming out of 2019, I think 2019 might have seriously beat you up, Cap. Not gonna lie. This Hermit card, he's got tears in his clothes, his hair is a mess. Doesn't look like he's brushed it in weeks. Okay. The Hermit has been through some shit. And he's looking at the mountains, and he can't yet see the dawn from the Two of Wands that was in the overall energy, right, on the bottom of the deck. This Two of Wands is in reverse, clarifying, and the Six of Coins is in reverse, which means you've given and given and given to the wrong things, to the point that you've completely exhausted your energies. Okay, you've completely exhausted your energies, whether it's financial energy, love energy, knowledge energy, sexual energy, whatever it is that you've expended, you have completely left 2019 drained. Okay, you've left it drained. You are tired of fighting other people's demons, trying to get them to see, trying to get them to understand. You are over the struggle. You're tired of feeling like you're drowning. You are tired of feeling restricted. You're just tired. And that's a big theme in January. You're coming out of this energy once the Saturn and Pluto conjunction happens during the second week of the month. I feel like that's going to start shedding some real light on the illusion that maybe you really did put a lot of your time and energy into some fucked up shit, right? That just didn't deserve it. It didn't deserve it. It was taking your peace away. You're trying. It's like you were trying to, whip a dead horse into action, but the horse is fucking dead. Like, it's not going anywhere. Like, they're not changing. They're not seeing your perspective. They're not understanding the energy that you're giving, and it's not being reciprocated. And I think that's going to be weighing really heavy on you coming into the new year in January. And I think that acknowledgement is going to really force changes to come forward, because I think that energy from 2019 is definitely carrying into January. I think these feelings are very dominant, and I think that you're reaching a breaking point in January. Come February, we have the Five of Swords clarified by the Five of Wands in reverse. So with all that shit coming off of 2019 and going into January, the Five of Swords in this phase, someone's walking away from conflict. They don't want any parts of it anymore. Lots of arguing. The Five of Wands in the back face, I just feel like you're completely over it. You might be completely changing jobs. You might be separating from family. You might be completely letting go of your social circle. You might be letting go of a partner and dealing with their family or their group, of people that they deal with. You're just over it. Okay, you're over it. I feel like there's a major disconnect, a major walking away, and major change coming out of February. Just don't be surprised, because if you have a shit hit the fan month, February is going to be the start of that. Okay, something's going to be lost. Something or someone is going to be lost, and it's because they're tired. Either you or them. They're tired of the fighting, tired of the drama, tired of the bullshit. You're over it. All right. So come March, we get the Page of Wands in the back face with the Four of Cups and the Three of Coins. So once you've realized that you've been giving all of your time and attention and your good energy to the wrong people, you are remembering who the right people were, or who the right person was, and how you missed a serious opportunity for love and a very, I'm hearing, high soul contract with the Three of Coins. Like, it's always been just a matter of time before you recognized all that you were giving to the wrong people is what this person was giving to you. And you blew them off and weren't appreciating them, no different than the people you were giving to were blowing you off and not appreciating you. And it's sparking this almost like an epiphany in you that you need to go back and try and make right with the opportunity that you missed. You start to think about it. This is very nostalgic energy. A lot of reminiscing, going back and thinking about promises that were made that, weren't followed through on, things like that. And I don't feel like you're necessarily taking any actions in the direction. I just feel like it's a lot of nostalgia. I feel like you might actually be feeling rather alone, in March. Okay. Come April, we have the Eight of Wands, clarified by the Nine of Wands. And this is spirit, the universe, sparking the courage in you to even though you feel defeated, even though you feel drained, even if it seems impossible, even if you don't know if the person you missed an opportunity with would give you a second chance, or maybe you turned down a career, turned down something, and now you got to go back and see if the position is still available, if they would still hire you or hire you back. You're getting this ping from the universe to communicate from a very loving place what your desires are, even though you are kind of at the end of your rope. All right, meaning you don't know how much more rejection you can take, and you're being guided to go for it anyway. And I think you do. And I say that because May, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Empress in reverse. So whoever that beautiful, loving energy was that you tried going back to, offering this new cup of love, this new beginning, to be completely fair, with both of them in the reverse, I definitely feel like you get shut down. Okay, they deny you. They might accept your apology or accept whatever you have to say, but they're not accepting the new beginning. All right. Now, as hard as that might be to hear, it does get better. All right, by the end of the year, it does get better, because that moment in May, going into June, we get the Nine of Cups with the Star card. This is a major soul wish recognition and fulfillment. Major. So something happens to your benefit that you're glad. It's almost like you're glad it didn't work out. You're glad it didn't work out. And the reason being is because you have other shit that needs to be cleared out first, right? Because we were talking about Kali and destroying your demons. That's what you're doing come June. You realize that with May's energy being denied, that you still have to overcome some things in the ego, that you have to do more than just communicate an apology kind of thing. In July, we get the Fool card, clarified by the Two of Cups in reverse and the Sun in reverse, which means if you went back in May, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you went back to your divine counterpart, we'll put it that way, the most sacred of soul connections, and you were denied, you might have had a back burner option, a soulmate connection that you were still either involved with or dealing with that they were not privy to. And so once they deny you in May and you get this realization of your soul wish that you maybe can't really truly be without them, you start truly walking into the unknown, and I feel like you're cutting off anything that is not in alignment with them, not in alignment with what you want to create with them or the dream that they wanted to create with you from the beginning. I think you're cutting out soulmates, and I think you're cutting out anything that is not authentic and completely going in a direction where you will not accept not having your soul wish fulfilled. In August, we have the Seven of Swords with the King of Cups. This energy I don't like. Okay, August might be a rough month. The Seven of Swords is about deception energy, a thief trying to escape the circus of reality. And the King of Cups is a very, very emotionally reserved. He's very stone cold in his demeanor, but his emotions are very, very deep, and they're very strong beneath the surface. It's like the undertow current. You don't see how powerful it is on the surface, but it creates the whole flow and life of the ocean, right? And I think in August, I think you're realizing just how much you've deceived yourself by keeping your emotions so close to the chest, by blocking them off, and not being vulnerable. Not being vulnerable in that truth. This is where that Queen of Swords energy comes in, right from the overall energies, tops and the bottom of the deck. I think you're realizing how important the heart space's truth that you hold is. And so in September, when we have that new moon in Virgo, right, the time to give rather than take, we get the Strength card clarified by the Magician. This is you facing your demons head on, full-blown courage, heart space in tow, infinite ability to overcome it. This is major, major, major Kali energy, and I think you're tackling it. I think your intention is in the right place. I think your goals are in the right place. I think you've had a lot of time to reflect on yourself and your choices and your actions and the things that need to get done. I think you're facing yourself head on, truly. With that, come October, we get the Three of Cups with the Eight of Coins. There is only one option. And that is to receive blessings from the divine, and you know that requires effort. The Eight of Coin, it requires effort, it requires commitment, it requires that you follow through and dedicate yourself every day to the task at hand, getting your soul wish back into a place that's attainable for you. And so with that said, you're using your heart space to choose your actions. You're no longer allowing the mind to scare you out of things that would keep you from making an effort. You're doing it anyway. You're building anyway. Even if someone shot you down, you're doing it anyway. You're building anyway. You're committing to it anyway. You're showing dedication. Because if these words that you spoke to this person before were not received, it's because they didn't expect you to follow through. They didn't expect you to give what they gave. And so now you're giving them what they gave you. And it's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Dedicated. Showing dedication. And that's exactly what you do. So come November, the King of Swords in the back face with the Five of Cups and the Queen of Wands clarifying. I feel like you're facing the storm. I think you've put the fear of quote unquote death, ego death, fear of being rejected, whatever it is. I think you've put that completely behind you. I think you're prepared to face the storm. I think you're prepared to face the universe on what you lost with the Five of Cups. I think you're looking back at what's really important, what was really worthwhile, and defending it. And with the Queen of Wands energy, she's holding a dagger. And, she's sitting on a throne that has the elephant there. And it always reminds me of Lord Ganesh, who's the remover of obstacles. This person, whoever they are to you, was the catalyst of your healing, the catalyst of the determination to remove the demons that kept you apart from them, that kept you from being able to give to them, committing to them, dedicating yourself to them. You're facing it head on. And I hear no fear and no mercy, like you're going for it, like hell or high water. You're going to get what you want out of this life. And you're fearless. Come November, you're absolutely fearless. You know beyond a doubt what the goal is, and you will not accept defeat. And it completely works out. I think it completely works out because come December, that Ace of Cups that was in reverse back in May now comes clarified upright with the Six of Coin and the Knight of Cups. Right? In December, we have the Six of Coin clarified by the Ace of Cup and the Knight of Cups. You're offering that love again, and you're doing it in a way that says, not only am I willing to receive the love you were giving me, I'm willing to give that same love back. You're re-offering that cup of love. And it's been hard. I think it's been really hard for you to get to this point. And I think with the Knight of Cups energy, he's completely victorious in that card. He's completely conquered the offer, right? The offer. I feel like you've spent so much time planning it. I think you've put so much effort into it that there's no way that whoever it was that you lost, your Empress, could say no. I think you've made such a dedicated effort by the time the year is done to really turn things around and get your demons under control, like banishing them from your thoughts. Like, they are not allowed. They are not allowed, because whatever those fear thoughts are in your mind keep you from treating whoever that is correct. And you know you can't come without coming correct. And so you go through some major purging over the course of 2020. And by the end of it, I think it's completely worth it. I think it's completely worth it. And love is just all around. Like, it feels really good. I think the whole Saturn-Pluto conjunction that you started off with really set the stage for your healing this year. It's laying a brand new foundation. This is a whole new chapter of life. This is not like the card said, this is not about, the next chapter in a book. This is a whole new book. There's life before you healed and life after you healed. And the unhealed story, that first book, has a lot of heartache, has a lot of, neglect and abuse and taking advantage of, and, all of these painful things. And the new book doesn't have any of those things in there. Not that life doesn't throw things at us sometime that causes us grief or sadness or things, but I don't feel like you're setting yourself up in self-sabotage moving forward. I don't think self-sabotage is in your vocabulary in this new book. I think once you attain whatever it is that you want to attain, what you've dedicated such an effort towards, you will never lose it. You will never lose it. You'll never let anything jeopardize it. And I think it's a beautiful energy, because it's literally changing your life, and it's changing your life for the better. Truly. So, with that said, Cap, I hope it gives you some great insight into the 2020 year and what you have to look forward to. There's going to be some ups and downs. There's definitely going to be some hard moments, but it's all going to pay off. And I'm super excited for you. And I look forward to reading your cards this year, no doubt. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't already, so that you get all this information coming out, because I think the guidance will really do you well as you go through these energies. It is going to be a little bit of a roller coaster, and I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Know, guys, too, that all of my information is in the description below. You can find me on Facebook. You can join the Ascension team, the Greater Holistic Community. Follow my business page, and make sure you get all the updates. Much love and support sent to you, Capricorn. I wish you a beautiful year. Insight is priceless. So if you know these things are going to be coming up, if you know that certain months you're going to be hit with certain things, you mentally, emotionally, you'll be able to bounce back really quickly and get through these. Like, okay, that was the challenge that she was talking about. Okay, yeah, this is the event that she was kind of getting into, what I'd be feeling and what I'd be experiencing. And yep, she did say around September 17th it was going to be a little nuts. So, if you can anticipate it ahead of time, it's not going to shock you and send you into a tailspin. You know what I mean? So I hope it helps. I really hope it helps. I will be putting it in the playlist for Capricorn. So if you want to refer back to it at any time, you don't have to scan through all of my videos. You can just go right to the Capricorn playlist and it'll be there for you. All right. Much love, guys. Divine Rebel Racey signing off. Remember, always love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye.